Something pretty significant just happened in Asia. A new defense pact was signed between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, and honestly, it's a move that could completely redraw the strategic map of the region. So today, we're going to break down exactly what's in this deal, how it's shifting the balance of power, and why it matters way beyond their borders.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Is this new alliance the starting gun for a new arms race in what's already a pretty volatile part of the world? The implications are huge, so let's unpack it.
All right, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the pact itself. Then, we'll get into the regional power shift it's causing. After that, India's strategic options, and finally, we'll zoom out and talk about why this deal really matters to all of us.
Okay, first up, the new defense pact. So what exactly is in this landmark agreement? And maybe more importantly, why is this all happening right now?
When you dig into the details, the level of cooperation here is pretty striking. This is so much more than just a few joint military drills. We're talking about transferring advanced technology, sharing the actual blueprints for some sophisticated weapons. It also means sharing intelligence, creating a common unified picture of any threats in the region. And this last one, mutual security guarantees, that's the real kicker. It basically suggests that an attack on one could be seen as an attack on both. So yeah, this isn't just a friendship. This is a formal military alliance in the making.
Now, a pact this big doesn't happen in a vacuum. It immediately starts to recalibrate the power dynamics of the entire region, and it creates a new military balance that India, for one, is watching very, very closely.
Think about how things were before this deal. India could pretty much manage its relationships with Pakistan and Saudi Arabia on separate tracks. It was mostly focused on things like economics and energy. But now, it's a whole new ballgame. India is suddenly facing a formal defense axis. This isn't just two countries acting independently anymore, it's a coordinated bloc, and that presents an entirely new set of strategic challenges for New Delhi.
So the big question is, how is India going to react? Well, you can bet that its foreign policy team is in full-on strategy mode, and we've got a good idea of what their playbook is going to look like.
India's response isn't going to be just one thing. It's going to be multi-layered. On the diplomatic front, you're going to see them strengthen their own alliances with key partners like the US, France, and Israel. At the same time, they'll be engaging directly with Riyadh to manage the fallout. Then there's the military angle. They'll have to accelerate their own modernization programs to maintain a technological edge. And, of course, from an intelligence perspective, it means ramping up surveillance to keep a very close eye on this new partnership as it develops.
But look, this story isn't just about the region. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about why this deal truly matters on a global stage.
Here's the key takeaway. When a nuclear power like Pakistan and an energy superpower like Saudi Arabia form a defense axis, well, the ripples are felt everywhere. This single move affects the strategic calculations of the US, of China, and of Europe. It has the potential to impact everything from global energy security to the safety of some of the most vital sea lanes in the world.
And that leaves us with this final, really critical question. This deal is a powerful reminder that the geopolitical landscape is always changing. Old friendships are being tested, and new, powerful alliances are being forged right before our eyes. So, as these old alliances shift and new ones form, what does the future of stability in Asia really look like? It's more complex and, frankly, more important than ever. What do you think comes next?